Ooh. Hello.
I just can't tell you how disappointed I am in this trailer. I mean, like, wow. I don't even know where to begin. I think there are so many problems with it, and I'm beginning to see why Disney has been keeping it under wraps. So many of us, including myself, have been questioning this decision, but yet I also question the decision to release this as the teaser trailer. I don't understand how Disney, the people at Disney Animation, the people at Disney Publicity, could all come together in a room and greenlight this, because I think this is just such a horrible first step for this movie. Okay, first point. The whole selling point of Frozen is that it's a Disney princess musical film. There's no princesses or music in this entire teaser trailer. So right away I'm like, well, this isn't what I wanted to see. Second of all, there's been a lot of debate over whether or not this is like just Tangled, but with an icy tundra. And I have to say, they're not doing a lot to dispel those rumors. First of all, I mean, the reindeer is just like the horse in Tangled, and I guess this snowman, who I just feel is like so un-Disney. I mean, I think that this snowman reminds me of the gargoyles from Hunchback of Notre Dame, which was an equally misguided choice. And I feel, I don't know what it's doing in that movie. It's just such an un-Disney thing to have. He's just seen, I mean, the great thing about Disney movies is that they're kind of usually true to their time periods, and that snowman is just such a modern touch that I just can't believe he's not going to pull me out of the story every time he comes on screen. Not to mention, talk about like old-time vaudeville humor with him. But anyway, also if you go and you look up the USA Today article for this movie, they had one yesterday with Kristen Bell, and they had a few pictures. And what do you know? Remember those posters that came out and Disney was like, please, those aren't what the princesses are going to look like. That's not what the Snow Queen and her sister are going to look like. And lo and behold, that seems to be exactly what they look like, which is just basically Rapunzel with different hair. So I'm pretty shocked. Maybe they didn't have the time, but they couldn't build a different face in their animation programs. That's just, I think, pretty appalling, and really taking a huge shortcut in something that's supposed to be, to some degree, artistic. The third problem is that even though this made me laugh a little bit, what really detracted from the humor was that it was a blatant ripoff of the Ice Age short films that promote their Frozen adventures. And it was such a blatant ripoff of those that I was kind of, not only was I kind of like uncool, but I was like, come on, Disney, you should be above this. I mean, you realize that you are the pioneer animation studio and you are ripping off the Ice Age movies, and granted, the Ice Age movies are tremendously successful. That's why there are so many of them. But still, when it comes to like overall quality, they are just not on par with what Disney is supposed to be. So, my anticipation for this movie just really took a big hit. I hope that they can pull me out of it. All the concept art looked so much different and so much better. And I just don't even know what to think. We'll see. I mean, there's supposed to be this USA Today article talked about the fact that this was a story about sisters and their conflict and their relationship, which I think is such a rich area to explore, and one rarely seen in movies, much less animated movies. So, they say that there's going to be some depth there, but what I feel just a horrible start for this campaign, for this movie. So what do you think? Do you agree with me? Are you happy with this? Do you think, hey, it made me laugh, I like it? Are you worried that it's too much like Tangled? And you know, what do you think of Disney Animation making a decision like this and copying Blue Sky Studios to some degree? And you know, considering the fact that they had really hit a career, I mean, at least a recent high with Wreck-It Ralph, and seem to be making their own kind of name for themselves. But I guess some people could say that was, to some degree, a little bit of a ripoff of Toy Story. But I liked it. I really liked that movie a lot, Wreck-It Ralph. So I hope this isn't a step back for Disney Animation. I'm rooting for them. All right, so thanks for coming to be on the trailer for these latest trailers, even when they're a disappointment, and my snapshot reviews. Bye.